Good afternoon, everyone, and this is part 3 from the AI Daily Read, and let's go straight into it. So, the emotional consequence of AI relationships. While AI companions provide a sense of comfort and connection, they also introduce serious risk. Number 1, social isolation and emotional withdrawal. People who prioritize AI relationships over real ones may struggle to maintain meaningful connections with friends, family, or romantic partners. A 2023 survey from the Pew Research Center found that 20% of young adults say that they interact with AI chatbots more than they socialize with real people. That is bloody scary. And that was done in 2023. And those numbers are going to increase. I would love to know what this Pew Research Center has found out by now in 2025. Well, at the end of 2025, let's just say. That is scary. Found that 20%, let's read that again, 20% of young adults interact with AI chatbots more than socialize with real people. That is actually mad. But also, again, Devil's Advocate channel here. Is it also the fact that people have definitely, they've changed how they interact with people anyway? I'll give you an example, and I've mentioned this. I'm using Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh, let's just say. When I was growing up, we would, do trading, as in you trade your cards or buy off, etc. Yeah, you know, and that's how you interact and made friends, really. Yeah. Now, because I've grown up in that era, and I'm like, oh, that was the best, because we didn't have, obviously, internet and that was coming about and stuff like that, but it wasn't like there was no need for social media as such back then. Obviously, there's probably, obviously we had MySpace, and then obviously MSN, and then from there it was the Facebook. You get the drift, yeah? So I'm glad I actually grew up in that era of, just trading cards. Because you can learn a lot about yourself and other people as well when you're doing that. But I think today's generation, and it's not their fault really, it's just how society is how the bloody hell, guys, you can play games where you're literally speaking to other people around the world. Me, as in my younger self, as 10 years old, 12, I would never think that was possible. But really, you can speak to different people around the world through a microphone, and you'll have a better console, So that's the beauty of social media and the internet and stuff. Whereas this research is saying, oh, you're not even doing that anymore. You're literally talking to chatbots that are not technically real. Well, no, they're definitely not real. But you're in your head, as into these people, they're making them real. Yeah. Anyway, let's go on to point number 2. Stunted emotional growth. AI interactions are designed to be easy. There's no need for compromise, emotional labor, or deep conflict resolution. We have mentioned this on the other video as well. That's very true. Over time, people who rely on AI for companionship may lose the ability to navigate complex human emotions, making real-world relationships even more challenging. Again, we have discussed this in another AI Daily Read. So they're just more or less getting some same points. I think it was from Psychology, Deep Psychology, or whatever the website was. So yeah, guys, if you want to check that video out, please do. But yeah, some of these points, I'm just like, oh yeah, I've definitely heard this before, which kind of makes sense. But again, it's more or less said it for you as well. And for people who have not watched the video, I'll just mention what I would kind of, if I can remember, but it more or less says it. AI interactions are designed to be easy. Yes, that is so true. You don't have to go through the struggle of talking to new people. And like I said, you're going to have the AI speed dating. I'm telling you that now. I said, you heard it here first on this channel. So it's going to be a thing. It's going to be the new way of properly meeting potential chatbots, if that's your thing. And again, people are going to definitely rely on AI for companionship. And as I say, the world is a weird place and scary, if you want the truth. So people are actually really cautious on who they talk to, who they interact with. Their social circles are probably getting more smaller than ever. If it is a circle, then it's chatbots involved. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, let's continue. reinforce negative patterns. Since AI adapts users' behaviors, it may reinforce negative emotional states instead of helping users work through them. A person prone to rumination or anxious thinking might find their AI repeating those patterns rather than helping them break free. That is quite interesting. That is really interesting. We're going to do part 4 tomorrow, and that will be the last one. Actually, no, I won't be doing that tomorrow because it's obviously Christmas. I've got something different for a Christmas upload. It'll be very short and sweet. But let's just talk about this whole thing for a sec. So I'm going to roughly go through these again. So social isolation and emotional withdrawal. I think people are already doing that anyway before AI. I think this actually really started during COVID. I think that's one of the big reasons. Because remember, COVID changed the whole game with everyone. Social media. Everyone wanted to be a content creator. Everyone wanted to do this and that. So it's changed the way we've actually interact. I don't think people understand how that, obviously COVID, it really did impact the world. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know I've got my own thoughts on that. But anyway, that's a different story for a different day. We've got to really be thinking of, okay, right, what was it like before COVID? Well, COVID, people got out, people enjoyed themselves. People were actually having a good time. Don't get me wrong, the world was still shit. Don't get it twisted. However, there was a little bit more, even I can remember, I generally liked life before COVID, I think. But after COVID or during COVID, Jesus. Oh, wow. It got scary. And I think people got so used to isolation in COVID that it's had a ripple effect. And yeah, that's what it's became. And so we can't even blame AI for this. But AI now is just maximizing it. Definitely. Emotional withdrawal. I don't think this is to do with COVID, but I think this is emotional withdrawal. I think people are generally withdraw from a lot of people anyway. They may have a lot of people they used to know, and people just get fed up with people. That's the truth. It doesn't matter what race or age or gender you are. Some people just get fed up with people, and that's facts. Yeah. Let's go into stunted emotional growth. Again, with this, I can believe in this. But I also actually can see it being actually a growth thing in people. Because I think the same people that talk to these chatbots actually want to find something deeper. It's just that they've not been able to find anything deeper in their world. So they're trying to, maybe they're using a chatbot for practice. Yeah. Again, guys, I am the Devil's Advocate channel here. I look at both kind of good and the bad for AI. Reinforce negative patterns. Since AI adapts to user behaviors, it may reinforce negative emotional states instead of helping users work through them. Yes, I do agree with that. That is possible. And I think if AI is just used to your patterns, it's almost like saying, oh, woe is me. And there's no action. You see a lot of this on the internet as well. Where's the solutions? You see a lot of people just, complaining. Where's the solution? There has to be solutions to everything and anything. Yeah? There always has to be a solution. If there's no solution, then there's no point. Yeah? So, guys, that's it from me. Please have a beautiful Christmas Eve. I am going to be listening to some, hopefully later on, be going to listen to some hymns. I think it's that time of year, and I think it's very, very beautiful to hear some hymns today. Looking forward to it. I'm going to go for a walk now. I need a walk. I've been practicing on my Suno, and I've been really enjoying it, actually, to be fair. If people don't know what Suno is, it's text to music and sound. I had to tidy up my room. And it's been a kind of a lazy day before Christmas, I'll tell you. I just wanted to get this video done early. It's 2:00 now, and it's 2:25. So yeah, but I've really enjoyed these little AI daily reads, and I have got something special for tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be editing it tonight. In fact, no, I'm not doing it tonight actually, because I'm actually going to the hymns thing today. So I'm actually having a little bit of just a downtime today and tomorrow, obviously. But yeah, tomorrow I will be uploading a video. I'll probably just do it first thing in the morning because it won't take me that long to do. It's just something a little special. I say special. It's just something I want to really do, to be fair. So yeah. So guys, please stay safe today. Look after yourself. Get ready for your Christmas. I hope you're having the spirit of Christmas as well. And yeah, just enjoy yourself. Please stay safe, everyone. The world has gone crazy. Look after yourself. Look after your family. And yeah, take care. Well, you'll hear from me tomorrow. But if I don't, have a beautiful Christmas day. And a Christmas. Oh, a Christmas Eve. And a New Year's. Happy New Year's as well. So yeah, we're getting into the spirit of new beginnings. So yeah, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Take care.